Indonesia is obviously the fourth most populous country in the world, 16th largest economy in the world. And if you look at the map of Asia, Southeast Asia is smack in the middle. And Indonesia is much of Southeast Asia, especially the crossing of the sea lanes. So Indonesia, Southeast Asia has been at the crossroads of sea lanes and global trade for centuries. Europeans in the 17th century and 18th century going to the Spice Islands and on their way to the Far East would pass through us, vice versa, Chinese merchants and so on.
Actually, particularly America, can play a more constructive role in Indonesia's infrastructure program? And what are some of the reasons that it's been slow? Do you still believe in public-private partnerships? Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm going to pass Prime Minister. Please answer the question. But don't speak longer than I speak. Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Talbot, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, I think the answer is very much that we absolutely believe in public-private partnership. I think, as the President pointed out, it's only been 1 year. And as many of you know, it's been a very busy year, very eventful, admittedly, sometimes a bit bumpy, but absolutely, I myself, as a trade minister, and I should explain a little bit, in our country, my trade ministry is kind of like a combination of in the U.S. e-commerce department and USTR, which cover a lot of domestic commerce. And as such, I travel on the country quite a lot to kind of visit regional markets, village markets, and so on, looking at their domestic commerce. And a lot of times I'm surprised,
Indonesia is obviously the fourth most populous country in the world, 16th largest economy in the world. And if you look at the map of Asia, Southeast Asia is smack in the middle. And Indonesia is much of Southeast Asia, especially the crossing of the sea lanes. So Indonesia, Southeast Asia has been at the crossroads of sea lanes and global trade for centuries. Europeans in the 17th century and 18th century going to the Spice Islands and on their way to the Far East would pass through us, vice versa, Chinese merchants and so on. So maybe a bit different from the EU. I don't feel that I have to make the case for trade as such. I think we've gone through centuries of tradition of being natural traders, because of this, crossroads, of being at the crossroads of global sea lanes and the like. I think what is our challenge today is, for the last 10 or 15 years, we've had a strong drift towards protectionism, right? So this mindset has taken hold, certainly among the political elites, kind of a mercantilist attitude. And we've just got a new president and a new vice president. We had the biggest change of regime, biggest election in 10 years last year. 2 years ago, so he took office. Last year was his first full year in office, and took a fresh look. And if you really look at the data, if you look at the facts, you'll find that these protectionist measures have been incredibly hurtful to our economy. Actually, it's caused our industries to not be able to develop, right? Because anything that hampers the smoothness with which raw materials and components come in or goods come out, hurts your industry. So we're probably in the middle of executing one of the biggest policy U-turns in our country's history, right? We're basically now trying very hard to reverse course and dismantle these protectionist policies. We want to reach out to the world. We want to cultivate international partnerships, international relations. We're just restarting some dialogues with the likes of the EU and others to try to become more internationalized, to become much more open to the world.
Very, very interesting. Niels. Well, thank you. I mean, I think we all agree that it's been well documented that the trade and growth in trade is good for the economy, and the way
yang